taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But yeah, cause I'm seeing Fallen Stars questions, and it'll probably be time to move on to the Usyk and Fury card, which is, you know, and the funny things too of that card is, and I know we've probably said it among ourselves in Twitter, is like, for an undisputed heavyweight championship fight, you would think it has a little bit more buzz to it.
We're not. It's too not.
Honestly, we've waited so long for it that I feel like a lot of people are just over the moment. And we just want to get it done now.
I'm gonna be honest. It's two non-Americans. Like, I mean, you know, to me,
and that too.
You know, I mean, be real. Like, they're charging us for pay-per-view, and it's gonna be on like during broad daylight. You know, early in the day, I guess.
And you gotta remember, both of them haven't been fighting as frequently as you would want them. You see those guys fight like once a year. It's hard to build up a mega fight when niggas is fighting once a year and shit.
I understand it's a fucking undisputed heavyweight championship fight, but they're charging pay-per-view, I don't know, 60, 70 bones for two non-Americans in America. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of like, I don't know, I don't get it.
Well, I mean, even before Turkey came into the figure, like, I mean, obviously, when we talk about the four between those two and then Joshua and Wilder, you know, the Usyk Fury combination was almost, there was be a good chance that it was never going to fight in America, especially with Fury's legal issues. If those were the last two standing.
No, I figured it was UK. I mean, you know, I'm mad. You know, Wilder Joshua was missing his apex moment. You know, whatever.
This is where the heavyweight division fucked up twice. Like, first of all, when Wilder and Joshua had the belts, and then when Joshua and Fury had the belts, because those are the two fights you can sell in America or the UK or whatever. You can sell those fights easy, and people will anticipate them. Whereas Fury and Usyk doesn't have, because Fury's, you know, I mean, Fury, yes, you know, was able to raise his profile in America, so everyone knows that Fury's at least is a decent, good heavyweight, and then Usyk is someone that, I mean, hasn't fought in America in years, and although he's pound for pound, you know, Usyk is not the type of, I mean, you have to really, I mean, Usyk's fighting is kind of, it's not hard to appreciate, but people don't appreciate what he's actually doing. Like, everyone says, you know, Usyk off rep is like, oh, he's just overrated. Like, you know, not knowing that Usyk won all his belts on the road, which is incredible considering how many belts he's won. You know, but and of course another thing, because we gotta bring with Fury, is Fury lowered his profile when he started when he went life and death with Ngannou. You know, it's like,
yeah. See, that's the thing. Both of them are coming off of fuckery fights.
Yeah,
like, because Usyk, you know, the Bois fight was like, and that Oscar performance with the body shot, that kind of turned me off from doing. Yeah, I ain't forget about that bullshit.
Was that a double entendre, Oscar? You know,
hold on, wait.
When you said the Oscar, you know, he was acting, right? The Oscar.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
I was thinking of B-Hop De La Hoya too with the punch shots.
You know what? I'm missing I'm missing the double entendre. Like
the Oscar, the awards, bro. Oscar awards for acting.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
but yeah, that nigga was acting. He got his little Emmy Primetime Award, his Oscar for that shit. And then shit, Fury with the whole Francis Ngannou. And most people saw him lose that fight, so. Like, the heavyweight kind of heavyweighted itself. Like, it kind of just made it feel like this is a runner-up heavyweight fight or some shit. Like, it just it's not the type of momentum you want to go into an undisputed fight with. Like, but it's here. Let's get it over with. Like, that's a vibe.
Joshua Ngannou seemed much bigger here, at least, you know, in terms of
exactly
everything. You know,
well, it was bigger because you remember, because, you know, after Ngannou did what he did to Fury, the MMA cats were running their mouths like crazy, like, you know, like my brother was telling me, because I was telling him, it's like, yo, Fury's got to knock out Ngannou, and then when me and him are watching that shit, and he's looking at me, and he's like, what happened? I'm just like, the fuck? I mean, don't ask me. I don't know, like. You know,
we all expected it. I feel like Fury didn't train for that fight. I mean, he didn't train seriously. I mean, I don't know. He didn't take him
But
seriously.
see, here's the thing, though. Fury is experienced enough, and he is skilled enough where that should not be an issue against Ngannou.
He's right. Like I gotta agree with Pat on this, because it's like when you have that certain level of boxing ability and experience
all your life, he's boxing season.
All your life, you're not. I don't care how rusty you are. You're not supposed to look that bad against certain levels. Like, I'm sure if a nigga who just started boxing right now was a spar Pat for 3 rounds, Pat would still know how to kind of handle dude. Mm-hmm. I would expect he should. I mean,
it's been years, but I can still, handle myself. Whereas you have someone who's the reigning heavyweight champion of the world,
which makes it worse.
Yeah, who's gotten up from one-shot kill shots from the hardest puncher in the division in Wilder over and over again to put him away, but for some reason could not figure out an MMA fighters turned boxers offense.
Yeah, I mean, the power price surprised him and dropped him, and he just would stay that bay because he's like, damn, this random big ass African nigga might knock me out in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So he fought. No, because I assumed he was gonna walk him down, and knock him out. Kind of like how AJ did in a sense, But that when he got knocked down was the second, third round. Like he fought on the back foot and kept his distance.
Yeah, he wasn't looking good before then either.
No, he wasn't. I mean, it was a competitive fight. At the time, I thought
it was competitive, but it always felt like Ngannou was just a little more effective than Fury throughout the fight.
Yeah.
Like if Fury would do something, Ngannou would counter. And just make it seem like whatever Fury does was no big deal. And it's like, dude, you're the heavyweight champ.
Yeah, and on top of that, too, because, Fury, for the most part, Fury uses old school, because like I said, boxers back in the days used to train in wrestling to be able to work in the clinch and stuff like that. And Fury, as a gypsy background, and gypsies they're known for it. So Fury is known for using his weight and stuff like that against people who just don't have the type of strength that he has. Until he ran into Ngannou, who is a lot stronger, where Fury couldn't do any of that shit because every single time he did, Ngannou easily just pushed him back and around and stuff like that, which took out about 50% of Fury's offense easily.
Yeah, Ngannou was a heavyweight champion, on top, and they clinch a lot. And he was more of a stand-up fighter, so it was still a bad look,
Yeah, and then Fury had the nerve to have like a brute, trademarks over his eyes to get dropped. Ngannou was able to throw a Superman punch at this nigga in the ring, like that was the thing to do. Like that's just crazy. Like it was a bad look for Fury. And low-key, that's part of the reason. Number one, Fury had to be postponed because Fury and Usyk was supposed to be at Day of Reckoning. Yeah, because he was so fucking bad, like that. And then and so now we're getting it in May. So it's like, yeah, and then, Fury now, if you see the recent photos and videos of him, he's clearly dropped a lot of weight.
Pause.
Huh? What was that, P?
No, I said Fury's in great shape. Pause.
Yeah, no, Fury's in great shape. But Fury acts like he might be at least in under 240, which is like, bro, looks like he's he knows that he has to put on a good performance. And then, Usyk looks bigger than him, so it's crazy. So, Pilot, I'll ask you first. So, what do you think? What do you think? Who do you think? What's your prediction for this fight?
In regard to the main event for Usyk Fury?
Yeah.
Yes.
At first, when the fight was materializing, I thought, okay, it could be a 50-50 fight. It is a 50-50 fight. Either guy could win, but I don't know. For some reason, I had this hunch that Fury's going to win. And he's going to win. He's going to mix it up. He's a big body. Pause. He's not a master boxer like Usyk, but Fury has skills. He has skills. He can box, keep his distance, can rough you up a little bit. And Usyk is going to be the smaller man. And I just feel like Fury's skills and size, and size as well, in terms of him being able to mix it up, I think that'll cause a little bit of problems for Usyk. Usyk will have success, but I got Fury probably winning a decision, like a pretty clear decision.
Like a 116, 112-ish decision?
Like 9-3, 8-4-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but if Usyk wins, I mean, yeah, you have to have a I don't know.
I mean, Falsar, to answer your question, if Usyk does beat Fury, I mean, Usyk would have an argument for being number one. He would.
Pound for pound, yeah, definitely. If he beats Fury, clearly, for sure, yeah, we have 1A, 1B, 1C, basically. I mean, really,
yeah.
Yeah, it's how he beat him. If he beats him by KO, it's almost like, yeah,
you have to give it to him.
But if not, it's like, because we punchers over here, like you, like y'all pound for pound other dudes, like y'all gotta be winning by like brutal KO on some innerweight shit to really be taking his spot like that. Like,
especially at heavyweight. I mean, Holyfield was, cruiserweight to heavyweight, but Holyfield was banging that, hanging, but Holyfield was getting busy with the best of the
yeah, like that's how like we got to take pound for pound back to like where that shit meant something. Like you was all around, you could knock niggas out, you could decision dudes, you beating upsets, this that. Like
Usyk's very talented.
Roy Jones shit.
Usyk is one of the most talented boxers in the world for sure. I mean,
of course.
I mean, and real quick, I did pick it. I do want to say on the second fight, I was the only one that picked Usyk over AJ in our predictions. So I give Usyk a lot of credit and props. I just think the size and the blend of the skill might be a little bit to overcome for him.
Yeah, looks like I mean, truthfully, I guess I'll probably wait till the weigh-in, like, because I want to see like the difference in weight between these two. Because like I said, Usyk looks bigger and Fury looks smaller too. It's one of those weird things where
you gotta get a prediction, Pat. Come on now, you can't cop out. Wait till Thursday.
No, I mean I know what my prediction is. My prediction is Usyk by KO. I honestly think Usyk will KO Fury. Now I understand that. I know, or stop him. I mean, like I said, Fury. I mean, Fury has his chin he's chinny, but he has recovery powers out of this world. And I just think just by looking at his pictures, I mean, I just think dude has dropped a lot of weight, and I don't think
Fury looks sick. Like he doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm looking at him, it's like and I get he's probably doing it because he doesn't want to be like Joshua, because Joshua pretty much got mentally, physically burned out by Usyk's movement and eventually in second gear. And I think
but Joshua, he's one of these guys mentally. He kind of burns himself out too.
Yeah,
the overthinking and all that shit. Like he played into Usyk's powers where. I don't think Fury necessarily will, but I think Fury's already into his own head because he didn't look good last time. And then now you're going against a guy that everybody considers a master boxer. Mm-hmm. And then we had to, hit up the Saudis to make this shit happen because we know you be falling out of fights and all types of fuckery. You even hurt yourself and the fight had to be postponed. So it makes you give the impression like, yo, Usyk wants this, Fury want it, but you don't want it like Usyk wants it. So I honestly, I can see where Pat coming from. But it just, Fury just pulls it out somehow. Pause.
Yeah, he does too. And like I said, the only thing that, obviously with Usyk now is the fact that if Fury starts going to his body, is he going to start pulling these... Is he gonna start pulling like another Oscar-worthy performance? And it's like I would hope not.
I don't want to see no bullshit, bro. But y'all, like the heavyweights, y'all need to get it together for this fight because you ain't really been heavyweights ain't been heavy in lately.
No, they have not. And then we got a whole bunch of high-profile heavyweight fights coming up in the next couple of weeks too.
So set that bitch up because all I know is Anthony Joshua start at the year knocking motherfuckers out on some like, hold on, we gotta get this back for boxing. Y'all niggas think shit is sweet, like boom.
And then we have Parker outboxing two of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division today, which is bad for the optics, really. But
back to
back to back, yeah, exactly.
On some DRAKE shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't say this nigga name no more. He trash.
Yeah. AOP, what's your prediction for Fury Usyk?
Well, first off, I don't think he's like. I've seen the pictures. I've seen what he looks like. I don't think he's 240. I don't think Fury's that light. Like, I don't know. Maybe he looks like about 250 or some shit. I don't know. But also, it doesn't matter because Usyk looks lighter himself too. Pause. I've seen the video. He looks lighter. So they're both coming in lighter. Which I could see why Usyk would want to come in lighter to optimize his speed and whatnot, because he's never going to be big enough for Fury, so might as well drop down in weight and get some other advantages otherwise. I just think Fury's going to win this one. And honestly, I don't even think it's going to be that close. I think it'll be competitive at times, but I think Fury's just going to bully him and this is where we're going to see him using his size. If Usyk can't keep him in mid-range, where that's where Usyk's at his best, at mid-range, if he can't keep it mid-range, he's in trouble. He's not going to be able to get Fury off of him, and Fury just starts pummeling him to the body. It might end in a stoppage. So, yeah, I actually think it's going to be a stoppage, but for Fury, not Usyk.
Okay.
8th round stoppage.
Okay. LB, what about you?
Oh wow, this fight just, I feel like it could go so many different ways. It's rare we niggas call them for KOs on opposite ends. I don't think we ever had a fight where both sides is like niggas is asking like predicting KOs. Salute EK Long, what it do? Damn, y'all in here about interweight this today, like, geez, like, I mean, he the best. He my favorite fighter, so, you know, salute, like, but yeah, he does keep the sport moving and alive and shit. And what else, Anthony, what it do? I don't think Usyk going to allow Fury to lean on him. I have Usyk winning by unanimous. That honestly might be the safest pick.
Also true.
But just Fury is so fucking up or down. Like, and if he gives you a down, he might really be on some up shit next time. So it's hard. I probably, I don't know. What you about to say, cuz?
I was gonna say, just try not to, think about the Nagano fight, because I think Fury's gonna, Fury came in a size I think were the perfect size, where he's gonna, be able to mix it up. And I just think they got the gypsy magic. Them Fury's got the UK Illuminati ties. They get a lot of bullshit. They get a lot of bullshit. So
yeah, but Usyk always gets credit for his boxing and work rate, and that's always consistent. Like, how often have we seen somebody really pull out rounds on him, like back to back, like win stretches of a fight against Usyk?
That's a good point.
So it's like, I'm looking at all of that, and it's like, with Fury, you can't overlook the damn the Ngannou shit, because that's part of Fury, who he is. Fury, just like we couldn't overlook the damn them jobbers he was fighting before he fought Wilder.
Let me ask you a quick, Shutter. Do you think, in terms of pure boxing, Fury's better than AJ as a pure boxer, right? I mean, technically, in a sense. I'm just wondering.
That's a hard one, because offensively, because you got to look at boxing on offense and defense. Like, Joshua was much better than Fury offensively.
I mean, the Ngannou fight's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, so you can't just say, because Fury seemed like he could do a little more all around. We could slightly give it to him, but it's not it's not anything like where Fury is like here and like Joshua's like here. It's like they're literally right with each other. It's just Fury all around could do a little bit more.
He has more tools. Like, he's doing more, a little in the bag, I feel like.
You know what? Only because he's just more crafty. Because
he's more fluid. I mean, come on. I mean, AJ has, shout out to AJ, because I think it's gonna be.
But this is the thing. Yeah, of course, Fury's more fluid, because look at him. Like,
no, I think AJ. Real quick. I think this is gonna set up Fury versus AJ, and I do kind of lean AJ. But I'm, in terms of skill and size, Fury has never fought a guy as big as him. That's skilled. Think about it.
Steve Cunningham's a big motherfucker.
I mean, he fought Vlad is his size too, but
Yeah, like yeah, what the fuck?
I meant Usyk. I'm saying, and I know Fury struggled against smaller guys. You know,
Usyk fought Joshua. That's like a gold medalist. Like, how much more skilled?
I'm saying Fury is a little taller and bigger than Joshua.
Yeah, but he ain't got the offensive threat of like that Joshua presents. Like Fury.
Yeah, usually is.
Like, because this is the thing. People, first of all, Joshua showed us he could fight more than one way. Mm-hmm. Fury has showed us he could fight more than one way. That's why it's kind of just hard to say Fury is just outright. I mean, I won't argue with anybody, but it ain't no leaps and bounds type shit. It's like Fury might be a little better than him as a boxer.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's not if you think Fury's a better all around boxer than Joshua, I won't hold you to it. But it's not. It's not just night and day like that.
It's not astronomical.
Because you haven't seen Joshua uppercut himself.
Yeah.
Right.
All this shit counts for something, bro. Like that's why it's hard, like, to just outright say it. For this fight, it's hard. This one of the hardest fights to predict, to be honest. Like, and it's like, if you won. And I know we're going to be slapping on each other because I know this is going to be one of those, like, damn, what kind of parlay we going to put together for this? Yeah, Usyk may be vulnerable to body shot. The boys was cheated over solid. But, yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fury's a better pure boxer than Spence. Yeah, I'll play. I'll be AJ, yeah, like, yeah. But I want to say Fury by one of the most controversial decisions again. Mm-hmm. Just because the craftiness. I feel like if Fury has to tackle this guy to win, he'll do it. Like Usyk, he'll do anything to win, even act his ass off. Mm-hmm. Where I feel like Fury ain't gonna go that route. Like, he's gonna do everything to win, but I don't think he's gonna like do those like acting shit like Usyk.
I'm just wondering what's gonna happen too, because I mean, like I said, Usyk. The biggest thing for Usyk is Usyk has a mean second gear. Like, if a fight is too close, then Usyk knows how to turn it up, like, to a degree. And it's gonna be interesting to see if he can actually do that to someone like Fury. I mean, he did it to Joshua. He did it to Joshua twice. And like the first time, Joshua was almost getting ready to be put down. When he did.
That's the thing. Like, Fury's only a puncher to certain people. Mm-hmm. Like, remember, like, it's not like his power was really doing shit. The damn don't let the Wilder trilogy fool. Like, we know he's not really a knockout guy, like knockout artist like that. That's never been his bread and butter, really. I mean, he but a guy that big, pause. He's capable if he tries. If Fury's one of those guys, he's not always going to try his hardest offensively.
After Wilder, he did stop. Was it Chisora and White, or just Chisora? Because White stopped. Dude,
like, niggas,
because I'm saying before he went to Sugar Hill for the Wilder fights, right? I'm just saying he became more physical, and for the Wilder fights, he was punching a little harder in terms of and because usually he's just more of a not sweet scientist, but he likes to
it appears he punched harder because he fought in a style that could work against Wilder. Wilder is one of those guys that if you push backwards and you take away his offense, he really can't punch backwards. He's not going to run you into a shot like a Keith Thurman would. He don't have the footwork and agility. So, yeah, your best bet, especially if you're a bigger dude and you're heavy, is to press Wilder and make him go backward and try to beat him up and make him overthrow right hands and shit, so you can kind of gauge his power and kind of do what Joseph Parker did to an extent, like it. And I feel like a guy like Brian Jennings would have did that to Wilder, because that's his whole game plan is walk you down, parry, and shoot.
Mm-hmm. So what's your official prediction, LB?
I'm gonna go Fury by decision, bro. Like, Fury by decision. Y'all can see the KOs and all this shit, but I can't remember really seeing Usyk hurt like that. And then it's like,
outside of the Dubois fight, I mean, that's why the only fight that I've ever seen.
yeah, like, and Joshua buzzed him a few times, but as far as like hurt, so I don't know if Fury could hurt dude like that to get the KO. So
yeah.
Fury by decision, maybe like a damn split decision actually.
Yeah, I mean Dubois' skills, boxing skills, you know, they're questionable, but Dubois has absolute power in both hands. So it's like, yeah. Like, and he had Usyk, you know, ready, like, okay, where's the nearest bathroom? Like, so,
yeah. So I definitely see it. But this is a good fight, interesting though. This is one of those. Like, don't bet the mortgage on this one.
I mean, there's plenty of props going around for this. Like right now, because I have FanDuel open, so a Fury points to decision is a plus 220. A Fury KO is plus 370. A draw is plus 1400. Usyk points decision is plus 165, and an Usyk KO is plus 480.
It's 50-50. I mean, I'd say it's about as 50-50 probably as Bivol and Beterbiev, you know? I mean, they're both 50-50 as you can get, you know, for undisputed, so.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, I agree. This a true 50-50 fight. Like, there's not a Spence Crawford 50-50 where it's like the fan favorite is making it more 50-50. This is like a pure experts, fans, everybody like, yo, this is kind of 50-50.
Yeah, for things too, I mean, they even have exact winning method. Like, it doesn't matter the winner. Like, a knockout is plus 600, TKO is 310, DQ is plus 5,500. Of course, I don't think a DQ will ever happen. That would be too wild. A UD is 110, split decision is 420, a majority decision is plus 950. Like, they have all types of props for this fight. Like, this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Even the specials.
They're overthinking it. Like, they know Fury, and it's like the last fights that both had were so like, what? That they just say like, fuck it, let's jump out the window with these prop bets, nigga.
Yeah, and then also just to highlight just one particular boxing special bet, a knockdown in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is plus 310. So you know that might actually be good. You know, you might get some bang for your buck on that one. There's a good chance one of them I'm looking at Fury too, because Fury has these weird knockdowns he be suffering sometimes. You know.
Yeah, he's the most easy to knock down big guy I've ever seen in boxing.
But he gets his ass back up. That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what's the line. I can't even remember on my own bar. So you get up like Undertaker whenever I'm dropped. Like, shit. Like, yeah, I'm at the fuck it. I'm at the damn put that shout out to my nigga Prolific. I'm at the recirculate some bars and boxing this week. Cause I do got a Tyson Fury track. So yeah, I gotta.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be forgetting, bro. Like, ain't no one really doing bars and boxing like us, man. Ring Gang was doing that shit, though. Does it scare you guys that Fury coming overweight might finally catch up to him, and this is the one that happens?
No.
Because I don't think he's overweight. Like, he might be overtrained. That's another thing.
That's what I'm looking at with, because his build looks like it's overtrained. He's not overweight. Like, for once, he's not overweight.
And then he's not talking shit. And I'll be honest. Part of me almost want to change this to Usyk by decision. But there's a certain look in Fury's eyes that just kind of show me that he's worried.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody else picked up on it, but I see a hint of worry.
I stepped away. Did P get his choice? I'm just wondering if he.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I thought he was here when he did.
No, I stepped away for a sec. Who'd you pick, bro? I'm just wondering.
I said Fury by KO, 8th round KO.
He's gone. Okay.
Damn, he said that a while ago, nigga. You stepped away like.
No. I stepped away for his segment. You know, his answer.
My bad, yo.
Not intentionally.
And then
that King P Fury by KO is still wild to me. Like, I can see a Usyk KO more than a Fury KO, but for some reason I can see a Fury decision more than a Usyk decision. If that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. Like, let's
not for me.
I mean, the scenarios.
No, because it's like I feel like if a Usyk KO comes up, it'll be like a TKO because he kind of just runs over Fury in a sense where he just outworks Fury and Fury can't keep up, and he's on that tired, reeling around. He's trying to just bullshit his way out through the round, and Usyk's not letting him. And then niggas just be like,
yeah, either that or Usyk manages to open up cuts, which is very possible because he's done it before.
Yeah. Whereas I could see Fury getting a good shot on Usyk or whatever, and then clinching, holding, and mucking up the fight, so Usyk can't really do shit. And I can see him getting a decision that way on some like, let me Steve Cunningham this shit a little bit. Let me lean on this guy. Let me rock with it this way, like. So that's how I see it. Like a Fury KO is just like, god damn, like wow, like it could happen. I just can't think of no situation or scenario. And you know I'm creative as fuck, but it's like wow. Yeah, exactly. Fury's gonna lean on Usyk and wear him out just by his body weight. Like, but that's the thing. Like Fury isn't as heavy as he normally is, so I don't know if that's gonna be the strategy.
Nah, I think he's gonna mix it up, bro. Like I think he came in a perfect weight where he can move, do his, his old school, like, keep his distance, jab, win rounds that way. But he's gonna mix it up and get on the inside a little bit, and make it rough. I just feel like he's gonna have a great performance. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be like all around. He's like, yo, if I gotta outbox him in certain parts, I could do that. I'm gonna try to outfight him. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna get a little dirty if I have to. Like, I think Fury just gonna go into the bag of tricks and just fucking do everything to win. And I don't see him walking him down in the beginning, at least. I mean, as a bigger man, I think he's gonna keep.
And then Fury might switch southpaw too.
Well, he can switch, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he can switch it. So it's like that might throw Usyk off as well. So it's like he just got mad little. That's all. That's another thing that you output above that Fury has over Joshua, like the little versatility. So yeah, he might edge out Joshua just a little bit as a better boxer. It's hard to say, a motherfucker who got a gold medal, bro. Like,
I mean, Joshua still. If Fury wins, I would say he has the best resume. But Joshua probably arguably still has the best resume at heavyweight currently. I mean, in terms of, is that still the case? It was the case of.
Hold up. I talked about this the other day on Twitter. So we talking about Joshua versus Fury as far as like their resume.
Yeah, Fury's on my. Yeah. Joshua might be better, ain't it?
I think Joshua, I think Fury has the highs are higher. Like he has the better singular wins, but like if you spread it out, then I think Joshua's overall is better than Fury's if you spread them out. Just Joshua, the way I look at it.
It's better. I mean, he has overall better name. Had like almost damn near 10. Names of worth something. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, because it's all mixed in. You got some A-level names, B-level names, C-level names. With Fury, it's like okay, you got some A-level names, and then you got like D-level names.
You got the jobbers.
It's like you kind of the B-level guys are like the Cunninghams and the Volins, and it's like you went life and death with them niggas.
I mean, let's not forget, AJ does have a win against Parker, and Parker,
Yeah, that's a win that aged well for him for the most part.
And then remember, like, Dylan White is one of damn Fury's better wins. Mm-hmm. And that's a prospect, that's low-key a prospect win for Joshua.
Yeah.
So it's like, Joshua definitely, I agree with P. Like Fury has, like, the higher highs, but when you level it out, Joshua resume all day, like
yeah.
And they both got the Vlad win, but one made it a fight of the year, and one made it the sleep fest.
Yes.
You tell it to boxing Twitter, it's the other way around. Oh well, Joshua went life and death with Klitschko, whereas Fury easily outclassed him, and it wasn't even close. That's what
there's nothing easy about that fight. Like, especially not watching it. I always gonna give shout outs to Prolific because he's one of the only people who predicted Fury would beat Vladimir Klitschko, and he's retweeted and Fury actually responded and retweeted and like so he's a a Fury fan. So I give him that. Like, yeah, he definitely get props for that. But like Fury, it just be up and down performances. Like, but that resume just like the Usyk win to definitely put him over Joshua.
Right.
But he got to get it first though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, Joshua still got an Andy Ruiz win. Yeah, he lost one, but he still got that too.
Yeah, he does.
And remember, he got Povetkin too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if Fury can handle a Povetkin.
So yeah, I mean, Joshua, like I said, though, but yeah, Fury's resume right now, like I said, Fury, the Usyk win is pretty much will probably solidify him as probably the top heavyweight, and then obviously a Fury Joshua fight will probably kind of be like, yeah, that's you got to make that fight, just so.
Yeah, of course, because it'll be two neck and neck.
Yeah,
it's a big fight. I mean, it's a big. It's it's UK's biggest fight that UK can make. You know what I mean?
That's like the desert can make, nigga.
Yeah, Turkey. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's the biggest fight you can make at heavyweight right now. It's still in play outside of a Wilder. Depending on what Wilder does in about 3
Yeah,
weeks.
we're never getting that Joshua Wilder fight. It just seems like they just keep throwing different fights in front of it. Like we keep saying, "Hey man, I want the Philly cheese with the provolone and onions, peppers," and they're like, you know what? You look like you want chicken Philly. Yes.
Yeah, no,
Swiss cheese, nigga, and we're like, motherfucker. I keep telling you I want this, and y'all giving us something else. Fine, we'll take this, nigga.
Yeah, because Turkey wants to
give us chicken.
Yeah, like Wilder, we're giving you a Saudi bag. We'll give you several, but you gotta earn them Saudi bags. So Wilder.
All his hard fights coming at the end of his career.
Now Turkey, I warmed up Paul to Turkey. I wasn't really feeling it at first, but he should have just made the Wilder AJ fight. I mean, I know you're trying to.
Because Hearn is the one speaking that shit down. Because I low key feel like Hearn is damn like fucking. Now's my chance to damn get Wilder to lose and show people he really wasn't as good as Joshua. So yeah, make these hard fights, Your Excellency.
Hearn probably has a strong voice to Turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because everybody knows, like, yo, bro, look out the way Wilder's moving. Just make the Joshua fight, bro. But these niggas keep trying to ride off in the sunset. They want to turn Wilder's career around and get him a KO win.
I mean, Wilder's not
doing it against niggas that's like, can he win against these guys? They're literally bringing him his best opponents now. Like,
I mean, Wilder signed Eddie Hearn, at least through Turkey or whatever. They took a picture and together and all that shit. It's kind of crazy, right? And we still didn't get the fucking agent. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, whatever. I just feel like as Apex, like, I don't know.
I mean, not to rehash, like, not to go into another rant about that, but it is Wilder's fault that we didn't get the Joshua fight. He admitted it as such.
Yes, it's Wilder's fault we did not get the Anthony Joshua fight. He has come out and said this publicly. So this really isn't an argument. It's like somebody's like, well, yo, what does the sky look like outside? And the nigga go outside and take a picture and say, look, it's blue. But you keep trying to insist it's green. Like, that's what y'all be arguing. And the motherfucker just be like, but I just hope y'all, I mean, maybe we'll get it, maybe not. I mean, we never got Victor Ortiz and Brandon Rios.
Yeah, and that was a fucking shame. And that literally had all the things to sell. Like the only time they ever got in the ring was just to like announce all the former champions that were in the fucking building that night. And two of them niggas just happened to just be there. And then, and so that was a whole fucking shame.
I mean, we never got Jamel, Charlo Hurd. We didn't get LSC, Gary Russell Jr. But when it comes to in terms of this era, the missed opportunity of the biggest fight is clearly, Wilder Joshua.
Honestly, that might be a good poll topic, like a Twitter poll topic. Which boxing promotion company has had messed up the most potential big fights? Because there's plenty on both sides. Because when you said Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz, I was like, God damn, how they fucked that up.
Yeah. especially when they were featherweight champions at the same fucking time.
On the same.
Yeah. And we'll never forget Juan Ma and Gamboa.
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the all-time biggest screw-ups.
So yeah, that's definitely something we could fuck with. EK Lung, without the one punch KO power, Usyk is going to have a hard time repelling Fury's attack. I feel you, but you don't really have to have crazy power to kind of like repel Fury. Like you could do it off of boxing and just work weight. Like,
I mean, look at the Volin fight. That's the perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the Steve Cunningham fight. No one considered Cunningham some big puncher. Like, he could crack, and he's tough, but no one. And look, he had fucking Fury timber.
Right.
Nigga was falling like one of them goddamn tree creatures in Lord of the Rings. That shit was it was the longest fall. Like, I think I ran out the living room, ran back in, was like, the nigga was still falling. Shit. So yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like, power is everything until it isn't. Like, I know we're NOA fans, so we know this. Like,
right.
But even then, it makes people not pay attention to all the other shit NOA does, because the power is right on Front Street.
Mm-hmm.
And so with Usyk, like, nah, that work rate, the footwork, the high level continuous 1-2s he throws.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has a way of being economical, but still more than enough for you.
Right.
If that makes sense. He's not gonna Sam Solomon your ass with 1,000 punches, but he's not gonna fucking Canelo you with 400 punches either.
Right.
Like, you just get enough to fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
just
really else to say on this fight, really. Like,
just to answer Anthony Manzano's question. Well, just like every Saudi card, this has a very extensive undercard. Just like
this is gonna be one of those 8-hour cards again.
I mean, looks like, because I mean, one thing that His Excellency does, he likes to stack cards like on some Don King shit. And me, I can appreciate it because I mean, honestly, not Don King quality yet. Although the one in LA might be on that level, but it's still he likes to stack these cards up, pretty well. And in terms of the fights on him, I mean, obviously we have the rematch between Jay Apataya and Maris Bradis 2 on there. I mean, if the first fight's any indication, I mean, most likely someone's gonna bleed, and someone might get the
hoping Jai KOs him, because he fought great, but and a broken jaw in the process. So I'm hoping, because I got hope in Jai. I think he might be a special fighter. So
well, yeah, I mean,
fucking crack, yo.
Yeah, but the thing is too, Bradis has given Usyk his toughest fight. Bradis is tough. He's a tough guy to beat. He's a tough guy at everything. But honestly, Apataya probably needs to make a statement and probably put him away. Like, Bradis is the last remnant of the real great last cruiserweight era, and he's still fucking dangerous. But it's like Apataya needs to, number one, he better not keep his mouth open when he's when someone is punching. That's how he got his jaw broke. So it's like, yeah, you got to
rookie shit.
Yeah, you got to bite down on your gum shield. And because like I said, he could have stopped Bradis on cuts, but Bradis broke his jaw in 2 places. So like I said, that might be that's probably gonna be a tough fight. And then Joe Cordina is on there, facing Anthony Kakachi. Like I said, Cordina he's a weird case because he has hard fights with hard punchers. He has hard fights with not so hard punches. Like, his last 2 fights were all hard. Were incredibly hard fights. And Kakachi is one of those scrappy motherfuckers that could probably give him another hard fight. So, we have that on there, and let me bring it up there. And then, of course, the probably one of the fight I don't care 2 shits about, Kovalev, making his cruiserweight debut on there.
They dragged him from up under.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck they got him from, but but he found his way to a Saudi bag, I guess. What I'm saying? Like, Kovalev has been like,
the same nigga that was streaming the fights on IG Live.
He did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, Kovalev is like a scumbag for real, bro.
No, I mean, he's been a scumbag to me, and ever since he did that interview, is like, look at those illegals. You see how they move, see how they behave, that type of shit, bro. And then of course, he's a piece of shit. And then the whole
Stevenson, the monkey picture.
Yeah, the monkey picture, and then the woman rape thing which got swept under the rug for some reason. Like Kovalev was really out there. He beat a shit out of a woman and put her left her in a garden, bro. Like he really did this shit. No one brings that shit up. But yeah, and funny thing is, Kovalev HBO had him like he was a family man, but that motherfucker has problems. And of course, it doesn't help too. And then he got busted for the testosterone too. If we don't forget, he got busted for PEDs.
Damn.
Yeah, Kovalev is a whole fucking problem. But he's a dangerous puncher because he's actually killed somebody in the ring. So like he's still dangerous, but he might be just too old to be.
Who's Kovalev fighting again?
Huh?
Who's Kovalev fighting again?
He's fighting a cat named Robin Safar. I've never heard of this.
I've heard of him. He was on one of those early turkey cards. Did you mention the Sanchez fight versus Cabello?
No, I was about to. Yeah, no.
My bad.
Yeah, 5 months ago, I would have never gave two shits about an Ajit Cabello fight and Frank Sanchez. And then Cabello goes and fucking knocks out Makhmudov in 4 rounds. To me, that was the biggest upset of Day of Reckoning. I mean, that blew my parlay early.
Yeah, I
mean, Makhmudov is always the fight against Takam told me a lot. Like he always looked prone to
Yeah, but no, he wasn't any struggle with Takam. I mean, he just couldn't put him away. But Takam didn't have him at his mercy. Didn't have him at his mercy.
But he should have KO'd Takam. Takam was landing some overhand rights late in the fight. I'm like, yeah, Makhmudov's not really it. I just felt that way. So I wasn't really shocked. I mean, I was a little shocked with the body attack, Jesus, but
yeah. Cabello, funny things too. Cabello, number one, he ate those punches. He was like, yeah, is that what you got for me? He walked the bigger fighter down, and he was being the share of him combinations to his body and fucking head, especially the body. So, and this is
Freck was taking the ass with him.
Yeah, and this was a Cabello who was sitting on his win over Chisora when Chisora was actually still a serviceable fighter, and he's been fighting like once a year, and he does that. So it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, he was a big underdog in that fight, Makhmudov fight. So now that fight's interesting to me because he's facing Frank Sanchez, and Frank Sanchez is one of the
Cabello, you know what that segues into though, too, right?
What did that segue into?
That Twitter poll topic.
Yes.
But yeah, keep going. My bad, fam.
Yeah. And finally, like I said, Sanchez, for heavyweight, he needs a step up fight, and Cabello's they're both 24-0. So that's another thing. Like this fight, it's a good heavyweight fight. Now it's gonna be like, okay, does Cabello actually fight to his potential again and take another 0, or does Sanchez, actually fight to his potential and not cubing it up a little bit in the ring?
Really, it's the most. Honestly, Bridas Jai is probably the second most intriguing fight, but that's not too far behind because Sanchez, he got rocked on one of those YouTube cards. Nobody really watched that one, but he got rocked bad on one of those the Showtime pay-per-view. He got rocked bad by some random jobber. He stopped him. But for some reason, I don't know. Sanchez.
Yeah, well, he was getting out jabbed by Junior Fa too, wasn't he?
Well, he killed him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he killed him late, but he
was never supposed to let Junior Fa even look that good.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit, but he killed him. And Sanchez has, had some.
Yeah, no, let's see. Sanchez.
Yeah, but it's the point. Like, if you're so skilled, you shouldn't let inferior people have moments against you. Like, this is not like Shannon Briggs, Sergey Lahovich, where it's like one guy ain't really doing nothing until the last second. Literally.
No offense to my Cuban brothers out there, but I feel like another Cuban boxer might take a random L, his first L, like in a weird way. I don't know.
Frank Sanchez shouldn't lose to this guy, bro. Like, if he does, I'll just be like, wow.
If he does, yeah, that means Cabello's a contender, maybe. He's on his way. He's on his way.
He's there if he beats Frank Sanchez. The fuck.
But it just be what if this Cabello actually won it? That's the thing I care.
Yeah.
If anything's too, like the odds for that fight's not even on FanDuel yet, but I'm sure it'll probably be added at the end of somewhere near the end of the week for that, because I want to put money on that fight for some reason.
I feel like all these heavyweights, Jai getting the knockouts. I feel like all these guys want those turkey paydays. Like that's why I think Fury loves money. I think Fury wants to, is going to want it because he's going to want it.
That's why he on his best behavior.
I mean, Joshua are going to have he's going to get his biggest payday, right? I mean,
the Saudi pay, like they clearly pay a lot. So, like I said, this is why Turkey is putting an undercard like this, and this card starts at 12 Eastern time. So now. So the thing is,
blood clot for there. Like
Joseph Parker, fought on those cards. Like he wanted, he wanted them paydays, but he got frozen out. He's not even on these upcoming cards because he was kind of decision.
I mean, who else y'all? He fought everybody.
I'm just saying, he beat. He upset.
I mean, Parker right now is chilling. Parker has an interim belt. He's chill. Like, I mean, honestly, if Parker doesn't
beat the two biggest punchers. He already fought Joshua. He's cool with Fury. Like, what? He's chilling.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, because Parker actually did, when Parker got knocked the fuck out by Joe Joyce, he was actually active. He was active, and that's how he was able to beat Wilder and Zhang back to back. Like right now, like Parker's not frozen out per se. Parker's probably just chilling right now. He's waiting for his next opportunity. Yeah, he
got enough good wins where he can fight anybody now. I
don't think he's frozen out. It's just now, he's probably just waiting till some of the pieces kind of fall. Where
he got to the pay. I'm just saying he fought to win because he after Joyce KO'd him. Some thought he was done, but he rebuilt himself and he beat two guys that I think were favored over him. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And that's the thing is and Joe Joyce ain't really back on point yet either. And look where Joe Parker went.
Yeah. Joe Joyce is getting no love on those turkey cards. Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he fought some little undercard. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I thought Juggernaut would get more love in the new X-Men too. So, but
not yet. I don't think it's
not yet. Yeah, sorry. I guess it's out. I guess it's the same thing with the turkey cards, bro.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Joe Joyce probably will get a shot at a Saudi card because I know Joe Joyce and Parker were talking about running it back too. So that's another thing for Parker.
Yeah, that's a fight. Like I feel like if Joseph Parker might have a say on one of the best resumes soon too.
Yeah, exactly. Because
he's right there. He got to win over Andrew Ruiz. He got Wilder, Zhang. Like nigga.
I mean, he's top 3. I mean, in terms of body of work, heavyweight.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
top 4. He's got to be top 4 in terms of resume and everything.
Right now, yeah, he's a top 4 heavyweight. Pretty much he's.
You can only put Joshua and Usyk above him, really.
Yeah. Fury maybe 2.
Yeah.
I'm saying, those 3,
Yeah, Parker took Wilder's spot the second that he blanked Wilder. So it's like
and then he moonwalked on that shit after the Zhang fight.
Yeah, exactly. So but like I said, those. I mean, and they have a bunch of the domestic fights or whatever on there. There's a couple more, but like I said, it's a long card, long pay-per-view. I think it's like
pack a lunch, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's up?
Yeah, I already like I said though. That Saturday, I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to go to the barber's that morning and then get back to order this shit because I could order on my phone, but they only allow you to order if on one platform. So like, I gotta go watch this on the TV. So, but yeah,
let me get EK Lung comment real quick. Hold on, damn, someone just commented again. No one generates that much power with short punches like NOA. Yeah, he's definitely up there. I think one of the shortest disruptive punches I've seen has to be Mike Tyson, Francis Botha. That's like up there. I think that was 6 inches of like pure unfiltered destruction.
Yeah,
and
he turned his all hips into that was all hip. He's like boom
hip. That's one of the best right hands I've seen land in the shortest distance of my life. Because normally a shot like that, you would think it would go to the body. If he would have, that punch just came, wherever that punch lands, it knocks you out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that. If you'd have probably broke ribs with that punch if that went to the body.
But Botha just took it on the chin, and yeah, Botha was gone after that. And
Yeah, he got up. He was he looked like a whale struggling on the shore.
Yeah, and it was mad audible too. So it was like everyone knew that shit was over. Like
that shit crunched. That was like a car accident. Like Shuttleworth, I hear you. Yes, you don't need one punch KO power to win fights or a championship. Holyfield beat Tyson twice, but couldn't KO 42. Yeah, because Foreman's tougher than Tyson. Like that's not really I mean, I get what you're saying, but old Foreman is tougher than Tyson, and styles make fights, and Holyfield can punch.
But Foreman has one of the all-time great chins. And I mean, Tyson has a great chin to himself, but Foreman is an all-time great chin. He's only stopped by Muhammad Ali.
Holyfield's bigger than Tyson. Like Tyson's like what 5'11", like Holyfield's like 6'2", 6'3", like
yeah. And
like
Foreman,
lifting weight. Like
Foreman is 6'4".
Yeah, Foreman's 6'4". Like these is big motherfuckers. So I see what you're saying. However, one punch power fights become much more technical, and Fury can empty his bag, not fearing any KO punches from Usyk. And I feel like Usyk could do the same thing. Like who is Fury KOing like that cleanly? Off of just non-accumulation shots.
I mean,
Dylan White is like
real quick. It's kind of crazy you think, because Fury is the much bigger man. I mean, he's significantly larger paws than him. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's kind of funny that you think that Usyk has a better chance of even though
because Usyk goes more in the temperament of like letting their hands go. Like
I can see why you're saying that, but it's just kind of funny saying that just because it's like a 70s heavyweight size. Usyk's like about Ali size a little bit, fighting a fucking 6'9" giant. In terms of
fighting a late 90s heavyweight size. I mean, I get it. It's just I can't remember Fury just really able to just hurt people on one shot like that. Like the only time I think he was fucking up Fury. I'm sorry, he was fucking up Wilder in the second fight with one shot. But because I think he figured out Wilder's style too.
And well, I mean, he iced Dillian White with one shot, but that was one uppercut,
Yeah, one uppercut, and Dillian White looked like he couldn't be bothered to even try. So it's like, it's like smacking somebody who doesn't know they're in a fight, but they're standing in front of you. Like,
yeah,
he's like, and he's like, oh shit, like. Damn, but yeah, I mean, it makes it interesting. Like, we could really go all day about this matchup, but
and also too, the funny thing too is even after all that, because I mean, if any Saudi card is typical, it'll probably end by 6:30 or 7, depending on
bullshit.
But
if
then
it's starting at noon, hold on, wait. I'm sorry. How many fights is it on the card total?
I mean, I think the prelims. There's 2 prelims at 11. And I think overall it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, don't count the prelims.
Think about 7. Yeah.
So okay, it starts at noon. It's 7 fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll end at 7:00, maybe 8.
I mean,
that's a long ass time to be watching boxing.
I mean, the Day of Reckoning was the Day of Reckoning. I remember it started at noon and ended at 7. And then Joshua Ngannou, I think, ended a lot earlier than, I think it was like 6 or 6. Yeah, it had to be 6. Because obviously that fight didn't go rounds.
Yeah. Well, he got packed up like a suitcase,
straight up and down, yo.